Hello traders, welcome to this video from Elite Currency where we discuss ECS Portfolio. What is it? What can you expect? How to join? All of those questions are going to be answered in this video. So far, after 2 years of live trading, we typically see 5 to plus 20% monthly returns, and we're very happy with that, of course. So hopefully we'll see the same in the future. We're going to discuss those historical results, first of all, the main advantages in our eyes, an overview of the method, and also, of course, at the end, we will show you how to start with this ECS portfolio. So let's kick off the historical results of the ECS portfolio. We start with that because everyone, of course, would like to know what is the track record, what are the results, first of all. And as you can see, quarter by quarter, first of all, these results are positive. And if we look back at the first quarter, quarter 4, 2019, we saw a gain of 17% right here, followed by 32, plus 144%, almost plus 30%, plus 38, plus 66%, and almost plus 13%. So great results, as you can see. If you start to add them up, you're quickly getting above the 300%. And after almost 2 years, not even that, that's a great return and shows a lot of positive development here on this historical track record. Okay, so I wanted to share first of all these results, and I think that they say a lot about the consistency from a quarterly perspective. But there are also other interesting statistics to mention. First of all, the average winning month. Basically, so if we only look at the winning months, what is the average? 17.5% basically, and we had 22 months, 20 months, I think, with positive numbers and 2 months with negative numbers. 20 to 22, it says 22 to 22 months here actually. So 91% of the months are positive and only 9% of the months were negative, with the worst month being only a minus 4.27%. And I say only, of course, some traders might consider that to be a larger amount. For us, that is a small amount. We consider that a small loss, considering the gains that have been made with this trading systems over the last 2 years. We've had systems that were way more volatile and showing way more drawdowns. This is very low compared to that, and the average losing month is minus 3.7. And there are only 2 of those, in fact. So 2 losing months, 0 losing quarters, only winning quarters, and 90% of the months were winning months, okay, with an average of 17.5 when there was a win. So when we look at the monthly returns, basically, it depends if a trader is using a cumulative system that the trader or investor leaves the profits on the account. Of course, in that case, the accounts basically, or the profits grow quicker as a kind of snowball. But if the profits are taken from the account, of course, then the profits will be a little bit less. In any case, with a cumulative approach, the profits can be between 30 and 40% on average per month in the long run over 1 to 2 years, is what we've seen in history at least. And if the profits are taken on a month-by-month basis, then typically the profits are anywhere between 5 and 20%. Okay, so of course, history is not a guarantee, as we write here, but we're certainly proud of these stats that we've seen in the past, and we're happy to see these results, and certainly, of course, a good motivation for us to keep going on the same foot, and hopefully we'll see the similar results, of course, in the near future and long-term future. So we track all of that on Myfxbook. Very clear, verified. Everything is presented here with regard to statistics. How many pips? What is the account? Up, down, drawdown, monthly results, balance, profit. All kind of statistics and numbers that you can imagine are basically calculated, automatically maintained, and verified by Myfxbook, and here are the links that you can view to check that out at any time with the up-to-date numbers, because of course At the moment of this recording, the numbers look like this. Obviously, that changes as soon as I finish this video. Day by day, it's going to change. And of course, making a new video every day would not make sense. So this is way better to have a video and explain where you can find the newest numbers. And you can check that live, up to date, whenever you want. So those are the statistics. Very important, of course, in my view, to look at the past. Not everyone would agree, but I think in my view, I'm certainly very proud of these results that were obtained in almost 2 years of live trading. Now, here are some of the advantages that we see, at least, and this is our opinion, of course. The fact that, basically there is, in our view, high profitability, a gain of, anywhere between even more than 20% per year is really a lot. This, what we've seen so far, is going beyond that even, and depending on details, but it could be anywhere, what we've seen, between 100 and even up to 300% in a year. So that is quite substantial results in our view, and hopefully we'll be able to continue with that track record. We are doing clear management and reporting through Myfxbook, and more importantly, the name of the method is called Portfolio, and there's a reason for that, because it automatically builds diversification into the trading method. So that means there's a basket of systems and a basket of instruments that are traded, and in the past we were trading single-purpose EAs or systems, and that's not what Portfolio is doing. It is doing a mixture of that. So there's automatically some diversification in this approach. And that's very important. That's not, in our view, only trading one style, which is vulnerable to all kind of drawdown and volatility. And this makes a more balanced approach due to the portfolio, a mixture of systems, instruments, and styles. Okay, so other than that, consistency, of course, as I mentioned already in the numbers before, worst month was only minus 4.27%, very low drawdowns from a monthly to monthly perspective, fully verified through Myfxbook. Other advantages, no upfront fees. There is a profit share module that means only pay when there is a profit on a monthly basis and when there's new profit. I'll explain all of that in more detail. What is the profit share model and how that works a little bit later in this video, but there are no upfront fees basically to start. There's full liquidity, so you can withdraw. You have basically, you open your own account on your own name, you put capital on your own account, and that account is traded. So that means that the money is always in your control, is always in your hands, and you can access it whenever you want, at any moment, and withdraw that capital at any point. And you could also add capital at any point. It is not to say that just because the system has made a lot of gains recently that this could be a bad point to start. It doesn't work like that because it's more consistent than any other systems and methods we've traded before. With other systems and methods, it was typically better to wait for a drawdown before trading because, it's just more risky to add capital after a winning streak. This is not so. This is not true for this method and approach, and it's just more consistent. So it's more flexible to withdraw and add capital as at any moment and as you want, basically. So a lot of liquidity there, and of course, a lot of instruments, a lot of assets don't have that flexibility. And buying a stock, for instance, could be good in the long run, but can you guarantee, or not guarantee, but can you, is it a good moment to take away the capital 1 year from now? Typically not. Typically you want to have as much time to decide the exit as possible so that you don't exit at a wrong moment. With this type of approach, that is not a question. It's basically immediate liquidity, so that's very beneficial as well. And the investor does not need any type of experience. It's very simple to start, and no experience is needed. So there are a lot of advantages, as you can see here. But I think that one of the best things about this portfolio is the fact that it's diverse, and diversification, I think, is very important for maintaining that consistency in the results and maintaining that balance. and not going through larger drawdowns. So, all right. So, as a trader or investor, you do not need any trading knowledge, trading experience. You do not need to download MT4 or to take care of any trading, to actively manage anything, any open setups, any potential setups, no monitoring of charts or price, or not even pausing or stopping an EA. Also, keep in mind that when I say it's a mixture of styles, what I mean is that it includes fundamental analysis, news events, and technical analysis as well. It includes automated systems and semi-automated systems. So it is really a wide diversification to make it more robust and not as vulnerable to a one-sided approach. And one-sided approaches typically are a little bit more vulnerable for changes in the market. Okay, so this is a great benefit, and I forgot to add that. All right, so basically, this is accessible for anyone who is comfortable with trading Forex and CFD and has risk capital to spare. I think those are at the moment for this particular ECS portfolio the two main criteria as far as I can see, because all these other things are not needed. I already mentioned it just now, actually, but it's a mixture of systems, as I mentioned just a second ago, automated and semi-automated, and trade management is tight. Typically, the trades are short in one day, in a few hours, but typically not more than a couple of days. So there is less vulnerability to trades being open for a long time, and therefore vulnerability to market changes. All right, now the golden question: how to start. Open and verify the account with the trusted broker, and fund your account with the minimal capital, and then join the ECS Portfolio PAM to start instantly. You will also, when you're verifying the account and joining the ECS Portfolio, will have to sign a LPOA, limited power of attorney. That's giving us the permission to trade, basically, this account. But it's pretty simple. It's just opening the account, funding it, and joining the PAM, joining ECS Portfolio, and that's it. No upfront costs or fees, and once you join, you're in it, and you can start with trading, or you'll see the trading start, I should say, because you don't have to do anything else after that. Now, regarding the profit share percentage, there is a benefit, of course, if you add more capital. Anything below $5,000, the profit share percentage is 30%. That means 30% goes to Elite Currency, and you keep 70% on a monthly basis. And if you have more capital, between $5,000 and $15,000, your profit share is 25%. And if it's more than $15,000, your profit share is 20%. Okay, so you pay less profit share the more capital you add, and we get less, basically, right? So we get 30%. 25%, 20%, you get 70, 75, 80%. You get more the more capital you add, basically. We use high watermark, which means that profit share is only calculated above the previous equity high. So only that profit is calculated and used at the end of the month. And if there is no new profit, you don't pay anything. If there is a new profit, you'll pay that percentage, that depending on how much capital you have, right? So let's say your account is 10,000, it grew to 13,000, and basically, or let's use this example. Previous high was 5,530. The account is now 6,030, and the new profit is $500 at the month end. So because your capital is there's a little bit of a mistake, actually. You're actually paying 25%, not 30%. So 25% of $500 goes to ECS. That's $125, and $375 you keep and is added. It stays on your account, and you continue to trade with that new balance. Okay, so you only pay on new profit only on that $500. Then for the next month, $6,000, 30 is the new equity high. So your account would have to be above that before you pay profit share to Elite Currency. All right. I hope everything is clear. I tried to explain everything properly, but also not too slowly. So hopefully that worked out well for you. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, of course, to Elite Currency via our email address, info@elitecurrency.com. But it's very simple. You only need to open the account, fund the account, and join our PAM, and the trading starts automatically. You will then be joining, I should say, ECS Portfolio, and no action is required from you after that. And you can access the capital, withdraw, or add capital at any time you like. There's a lot of full liquidity from that point of view. All right, that wraps it up. That summarizes everything. We're excited about this ECS portfolio. I hope you noticed it's something we've been working hard on for multiple years, and we were very careful with starting and not starting too soon, waiting for enough history and track record in our eyes at least. And of course, you're the ultimate judge if you think that's interesting or not for yourself. And everyone, of course, should take into account their total investment strategy, and of course, risk capital that can be afforded to risk should only be traded, obviously. But yeah, we're excited about this particular method, and we're looking forward to the future. And yeah, we're excited. So wish everyone great trading. I hope this video helped, and see you all very soon. Cheers.